Hi, love. Hello, and welcome to Co-Creative Healing Journey. My name is Greta. I'm the healer, and I do a reading here once in a while where I check in with Spirit and ask what Spirit has for us, what Spirit wants to share with us. And it's a version of a reading that I do on an almost daily basis. So I just love this. I love, when I spend this time with Spirit generally in my own life and also with you guys. So let's see what Spirit has for us today. We've got Pacha Karmak, Nourishment of the Soul. Okay, that's interesting. So I'm saying that's interesting because it came up actually recently in other readings. It's a theme that's been going around. It's been going around and it is here. So you actually may be seeing this in your life in a lot of levels, in a lot of ways, and Spirit is actually saying that I'm going at it about it this way because it's a calling. There's a calling at this time. There's a calling from your soul, something deep inside of you that your soul just needs, requires, yearns for, and that wants to be manifested and for you to experience in this life. Oh, this is beautiful energy. And just look at this card. It is so wild. I just love this deck. This is the Earth Warriors deck by Alana Fairchild. You see those eyes? There is knowing, there is wisdom, but there's also this energy that's coming through that's kind of, um, it's like your soul is saying, I know you're not doing it. I know why. And it's okay. I love you anyway. Your soul is love. I mean, you are your soul, of course. We're talking this way for practical purposes because language is limited. You are your soul. So this is you communicating with you. But it's also, there's a determination here that this needs to come in. This needs to happen. This needs to manifest. This needs to be now. The time is now. We've got attachment, letting go, restriction, fear. Yeah. Okay. So this reading is very much like an accompaniment of something that you're experiencing now or that you will be shortly. And then we've got healing, reconnecting with your true nature. And do these cards look like before or after pictures or what? Basically what Spirit is saying, if your spirit is, or if you are not listening to the calling of your soul, if you're not manifesting it, then there are attachments at play in some way, shape, or form. You're getting caught up. You're getting caught up in your own stuff, in other people's stuff, in the world stuff, but it's all external stuff. And this process, there's a process at play in you and in your life to get you free so that you reconnect with your true nature and you really, really, again, giving yourself this love. Ultimately, yeah, that is what the soul wants, needs, deserves. Yeah, it is love. And this is Master number 33. So, Master number 33 is a card of soul cycles, it's a card of soul learning, soul growth, soul evolution, also soul lessons. And this is a big, big lesson that you are learning about taking ownership of, embodying the energy of your soul. So let's go deeper into it. And again, this is very timely. I have never seen to this degree so many people over the last 5 to 10 years going through massive soul cycles. And I'm saying it this way and I'm just going like, well, when would I have seen it? But I feel like that came from a deeper part of me. And that's also what Spirit is speaking to, that we are living in extraordinary times where there is a degree of soul growth and soul evolution that we just have not seen before. And let's see, we have 10 of Pentacles. Okay. We've got 3 of Cups. We've got Major Arcana number 0, the Fool. And we've got a 7 of Pentacles. Waiting, waiting, waiting. Oh my God. Oh, this is beautiful. Okay. Wow. You know, once in a while, my job is better than on other days, right? Sometimes there are just messages that make this worthwhile. Following my calling just becomes worthwhile when we have messages like this. So, my love, if you're watching this, you have been in a state of hold for some time. There are some things that you have been pursuing, that you've been wanting to pursue, that you have been wanting to build up and to bring into this world. You've developed a tremendous amount of patience doing that, and it will serve you. But the message that Spirit has for you here is that you're getting a green light from the universe. You're getting a green light. And I feel like there's this energy, and you might be feeling it right now, that is just taking all of that energy and like, it's gone. It's gone. It's gone. And there's a brand new beginning building up. It's not here yet. We're at zero. The Fool is the potential, the endless potentials. There are potentials that were on hold that are opening up now. They are opening up. And with the Three of Cups, it's stuff that you like, things, stuff that you're going to enjoy. It's like a rejuvenation of your life and of your experience. And again, I'm so happy to bring you this message because it feels like going from this space of just feeling so caught up, so tied up. I'm trying to move towards this calling of my soul, but again, my stuff, other people's stuff, just stuff getting in the way. And all of that again goes away, and there's the fun, there's the celebration, there's the lightness of life that comes back in. Also with the Fool, lightness of life, lightness of being. With the Fool energy, also celebrating life just for being life, being happy just to be alive. There's an ease to life that comes in from that space and from that place. And with the Ten of Pentacles, this is a message that you're intended to manifest this very, very clearly, so that it's about the energy, absolutely, but you're intended to create a life that solidifies, realizes this energy for the long term, for the long haul. If some of you have kids, this is legacy energy. You're also intended to pass this on, this way of being, this way of living, this way of moving through the world according to the calling of your soul. This is something that it extends beyond you. It doesn't stop where you are. It's going to continue. For those of you who don't have kids and don't intend to have kids even one day, there are so many different ways, to pass this on. Ten of Pentacles is also a card of community. And I'm really interested that I actually started kind of backwards, because it's not an energy you can just get out like that. It's like you're in, again, loving this. You're in Ten of Pentacles energy right here, right now. Wealth, prosperity, security, a life filled with things that you love and value. You're in that energy right now. But it's like you don't understand it because you've been in here for so long. And it's hard to come back into a space where, oh, everything's healed and this energy has shifted and my soul has learned the lessons, and now the soul is calling to manifest those lessons into earthly reality. But wait, I've been here for so long. It's like, when gears grind to a halt and then you have to start them back up, and there's just some friction. There's just some time. Spirit is saying there's a startup cost. You can't just go like that. There's a startup process. There's a startup cost. Oh, that's funny. It's a very giddy, very beautiful, very wonderful energy. We've got Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. Again, you're intended to pass this on. It doesn't stop with you. Fill up your well, retreat, rest, refuel. For some of you, help is on the way. The cavalry is coming in. Rescue is coming in. This is, wow. This is just this divine energy. Of course, mediated through your soul. But there's a divine energy that's going to come in and sweep you off your feet, yeah? Bring you what's the word? Relief. Relief is coming in. And gonna make it so you can be the Fool every single day of your life. You can just go about the world, not worry about a thing. Know that the divine is watching over you, is protecting you, is guiding you, and you can just start over. And the thing about the Fool is that the Fool also comes after the world, right? So when we're master number 33, it's not the beginning of the journey. It's a journey after journey after journey. It's starting a new cycle after having ended a cycle. So this is the energy of knowing how wrong it can go because you've experienced it, but still having the trust and the faith. And that's going to come in through a process of rejuvenation. That's why we need this Three of Cups. For some of you, I don't usually bring in dates, but Three of the Cups, when you look at the timing in tarot, is months. There is something about a 3-month period, or at least a period of time where you're going to have that rejuvenation. You're going to have that resting, retreating for some of you, but definitely refueling, coming back. Spirit is showing me like a doll that has lost all the air, and then the air comes back and it just gets blown back up. Is vital once more. And last one, we've got Lemuria, creating heaven on earth. It's happening. This is a card of your in this context, your wildest dreams coming true. Lemuria is that, again, heaven on earth, having a reality that kind of defies all logic, your logic, the world's logic, right? The stuff's logic. Um, it shouldn't make sense. It shouldn't be happening. How could it be happening? But it is happening, and that's also this feeling. It's like you are might be doubting again. It's been so slow. It's been so rough for so long. How could it actually happen? But it is happening. It is. So there's that confirmation again, and the anagram mother of Jesus energy is bringing through this energy of whoa. Okay, I will set this aside for later. But there's this energy of it also being for purpose. So laying the foundations. This is not the end. Everything's shifting, and you coming into the space of the Ten of Pentacles is not the end. It's the beginning. It's the beginning of another journey. Yeah, another cycle. Again, a cycle where you're going to be following the calling of your soul. So essentially, your soul in the last cycle would have been preparing to do what it wants to do in the cycle coming up, right? And it may have felt, again, attachment, just horrible, absolutely horrible. But from the perspective of the soul, there's this energy of, also there's energy of like, kind of forgive me. It's not being sorry because nothing wrong happened, but it's just a knowing of what you've been through. And I am telling you, again, with these cards, Ten of Pentacles, Three of Cups, and the Fool, there is the desire to bring through, to make up for it, to bring through what you've been waiting for and waiting on for so long. You've been very patient. You've done your part. Now the soul is going to do its part. And part of that is to bring through what it needs for the next cycle. Absolutely. For some of you, you've also been doing work for next lives, preparing for your next lives. You will know if that is the case. But yeah, the soul is also getting ready to really bless you in big, big ways. So let's see what we have here. We've got Meadow, vulnerability, and we've got Tsunami, wake up call. Wow. Okay. Oh, wow. This is very intense energy. With the Meadow vulnerability, I feel like there's a dual message and a kind of dual reality. It's on the one hand, having gone through this process of growth and evolution already and coming into a space of blossoming, of being so much more in connection with your true being and what's true for you, how you want to lead your life, who you're here to be, your purpose, things like that. But at the same time, in some way, shape, or form, it's like your process has led you to be in a space of vulnerability inherently. So it would be, for example, maybe you became aware of your calling or your purpose, and okay, and maybe the calling now is it's about stepping outside the comfort zone. Yeah. It's like maybe becoming aware of a purpose, and it's like, okay, I have to quit my job to pursue this purpose. And with the tsunami wake up call, there is an energy here that is like, because it's so dark, it's like this energy of coming out of the nightmare of that. In the old cycle, following the path was a nightmare. Or at least it led into vulnerability, and it was the kind of vulnerability where things went wrong and things broke and it was difficult. That was the old cycle where there was stuff and attachment and all of these things. But there's a new cycle here, so I'm gonna get one more card. We've got Forest Breath. Release of all of that. With the forest, there's organic growth here. There's no need to force anything, because again, it is happening. It's already on its path. It's already on its way. There's a new reality that's coming in here that is a rebalancing of the old reality from a place of deep compassion. You don't even realize, it's like, again, nothing wrong has happened to you. You've not been wronged by having to, or by choosing at a soul level to move through soul growth and soul evolution and all of the consequences that it has led to in your life. And whether you're in a state of vulnerability now and or are being called into even more vulnerability in order to follow the calling of your soul, that's not wrong. It's not anything that you need to feel aggrieved by or to feel victimized by, right? Or those type of feelings, right? Feelings that are adjacent to that. And that's what spirit is saying. Wake up call. There's an energy to wake you up out of that so that you can pursue, you can keep going. But the spirit is not going to keep you going through more hardship, more stress, more strain, more things to endure. It's going to come through the breath. You're getting relief. Again, there's relief and there's new growth and there's new evolution. You see how there are different colors here? These are different trees that are at different stages of growth. The green is the very new. Orange is the one that's kind of old and the leaves are going to drop, and green is full life. There are different stages to this process, also to situations, circumstances in your life. But there is definitely an energy that is old, that is leaving, that is dropping, which is this energy of feeling stuck and facing difficulties and having to pursue your soul's calling through difficulty. And instead, there's the healing where you leverage lessons learned in order to start following your soul's purpose. Yeah, it's even I don't know if you can see it well on the camera, but the card started, it turned and it started leaning towards this one, kind of turning its back on this attachment energy and just turning towards this healing energy, which is going to become your new normal. Heaven on earth, it is happening. So this card popped up. I want to use it, but I also want to draw an actual card. And I can see the last one. Seriously, yeah. Okay, let's draw one properly. And then it popped. Yes. Okay, we're going to have quite a bit. I was so into, like, I have to draw it properly. So we have to get there one way or another, but we get tons of stuff along the way. So let's look. We've got Talismans of Potency, which says sacred tools and objects can become an extension of your energy field, focusing your power and intention, helping you heal the split between spirit and matter, bringing physical matter more deeply into light and life. You are encouraged to work with sacred materials in a conscious way to help your own healing and enjoyment of the material world as a part of your spiritual practice. That energy is going to come in. Whatever vulnerability you've been placed in the world or that you're experiencing, it is going to be healed. That rift is going to be resolved. Then with Wake Up Call, because apparently now they each get one. You have a special spiritual relationship with the angelic world. Part of your soul purpose is to birth angelic consciousness and values such as fearlessness, compassion, and service into this human culture. This oracle also brings you angelic assistance, intervention, and confirmation too. You're going to get the help, you're going to get that support. And the message with it and the takeaway from that is that it's really talking about how you've been through this so that you're going to move through the next portion through fearlessness, with courage, with openness, with trust, with surrender, with faith, and so on and so forth, with all of these qualities that are much more in alignment with your true being than with your conditioning. And so make that shift, right? And it's not about you here, now, hey, now, be fearless. It is about having your attention towards it. Just become more aware of the need to become more fearless, right? So also how fear is showing up from that sense of vulnerability. Also, it's time to wake up out of that darkness. And so it's time to leave behind all of those energies that are darker. So finally, this is the card, and we've got Ancient Power Mysteries. The Oracle guides you to honor the power of your voice, whether through spoken or sung words, or through what you write, speak about, or stand for symbolically. You have a potentially very powerful healing voice, and you're guided to recognize the responsibility that you have for what you proclaim through your voice. What I'm getting from this is that you have a lot of say in how things are going to unfold from now on. You have a lot of say. So again, the sense of powerlessness. Oh, my soul is going to make it happen. There's a cycle. I can't do anything. I want to go left, but I can't go left. So, I'm forced by events and situations and the energies to go right. No more of that. You do have a say. So again, come out of this any energy of discouragement and get courageous, get fearless, because it's changing. It is happening for you. So love, that was your reading. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for joining me here. If you enjoyed the reading, please comment. I would love to know how you received this reading, what it meant to you, how it spoke to you. And also I was thinking, actually, if you know someone who has been in this really difficult space, then I would invite you to share the video with them. I had a friend that I was talking to the other day who's just been through a very, very difficult cycle. And I was telling her, like, you know, I can feel in every single part of my being that there are good times ahead for you. And she couldn't, and it's okay. I could, right? So it also helps us to hold that knowing. And it doesn't matter whether she feels it or not, fundamentally, because it is happening for her also. So love, that was the message. That's where I'm going to end it. If you're interested in me or in more of my work, I do have a store where I sell energy work and in a kind of do-it-yourself healing style that I absolutely love. That is part of my purpose to bring forward. So that's in the description box. Please subscribe, share, comment, like, all of the good things. And may you be blessed always and in always. Bye!